it's the Circleville Pumpkin Show. It's it's the home of the giant pumpkins. It's really the quintessential pumpkin festival in Ohio. And the first question that I get asked when I'm carving is, do you carve at Circleville Pumpkin Show? And of course, I'm the only one who can say yes. So that's the reason I come here every year. And plus the crowds are fantastic. The growers are fantastic. I get to interact with them. I used to draw and doodle and stuff in high school, grade school and high school. Always enjoyed art, but I was really good at math, and I always knew I'd be an engineer. Went through school, became an engineer, graduated from the Ohio State University. So if you look at my lettering, you can see the engineering in my lettering. When my oldest daughter was in grade school, her good friend of hers, her dad grew giant pumpkins, so he got me into growing giant pumpkins. So I started growing these things, growing them competitively. But we were at a way off over in the Indiana State Fair. We were carving seeds out of them with a giant knife. It's middle of August, nobody's thinking jack-o'-lanterns, and I said, well, they're pumpkins, someone should carve one, and they're like, you have the knife, go ahead. So I started carving them. People asked me how long I'd been carving professionally, and I said, well, about an hour. That started my career. It feels like butter. It carves very smooth. These are giant squash. They're a lot softer than a normal pumpkin, so they slice through really quick. As far as what I'm trying to make it proportionate. I'm trying to make it look right. I'm trying not to take away too much or cut too deep because you can't put it back on. The other thing I'm thinking is I'm trying to make something that looks good for people to enjoy. You know, I have a talent that's a gift from God, and I love to share it with people, and I want it to look the best that it can and impress people. You know, I want them to be impressed with what I do and have me back next year. People ask me all the time if I have an idea of what I'm going to sculpt on the next pumpkin, and I have no idea. I have to get them set up to where I'm going to carve them first, take a look at them, and I'll throw a couple of ideas around, and then I'll look through web pages for images of what I've thought. You know, if I want to do a dragon, I'll look up dragons. If I want to do Snow White's witch, I'll look that up. Each pumpkin, it depends on the size, depends on complexity, but a pumpkin of this size, this is 771 pounds. This took me about 6 hours. People ask me all the time if I make any mistakes, and of course the answer is no, I never make a mistake. However, if I were to make a mistake, say spell a word wrong or something like that, I can usually go deeper. So the advice that I always give to anybody pursuing any degree is, if there's something you enjoy, continue to do it. I went into engineering and I was very happy as an engineer, but I like to do my artwork, and this became a second career. So if you enjoy riding horses, ride horses. If you enjoy dancing, dance. Do what you love to do. You never know when opportunities are going to come up. So do what you love and see what happens in your life. It's always worth it.